What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forgotten Popcorn. Today we're going to take a look at Dead Poets Society, a classic amongst all film enthusiasts, and just honestly one of those movies you got to watch at least once in your life, right? My name's Alex, and this is Alvaro.
We recently saw The Holdovers. This movie, I swear, has taken so much... The opposite. The Holdovers has taken so much inspiration from this movie specifically.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. I love the feeling of this movie, but obviously it's like a hard movie. Honestly, when I first saw this movie, I didn't expect it to be like this. All I knew from Dead Poets Society was, "Oh, Captain, my Captain."
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else. And I kind of went on this blind.
There's so many of these movies out there that are like, teach you so many things and just show you a different perspective. It's so good. This one's so good for, especially because now we're in the new year, right? And this like does such a good job at teaching like these ideas of individuality and finding,
finding oneself, right?
Yeah.
Rumor has it, you did summer school.
Yep, chemistry. My father thought I should get ahead.
How would a different like response to that back then? If I got that, I'd be like, "What, summer school? What? No." Like,
what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
On Silver Street.
So I was trying to copy this.
That's actually that's pretty accurate.
Father.
Keep your seats, fellas. Keep your seats. You know how much this means to your mother, don't you?
Yes, sir.
That's manipulative, but
Yeah.
Jan, tell him off. Couldn't get any worse.
Oh, that's rich. Like you guys tell your parents off.
All right, Jesus. So what are you gonna do then?
What I have to do, drop the annual.
Latin, 8 o'clock in my room?
Yes.
that's the true punishment, having to learn Latin.
I find it's interesting, but definitely tough subject. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you can practice it on the daily, go out of your way, and like speak to people out there.
Slow down, you horrible phalanx of pubescents. Pick 3.
Between that and you hormonal Bulgarian from the Holdovers episode, yo, we got one hell of a vocabulary now.
These are crazy insults that people won't understand on a daily. Hello. That was a little peek.
Because you said it earlier about the holdovers in this, both introductions to the teachers have them whistling actually.
That's true.
There might actually be legitimate, they really did straight up use it as guidance.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Who knows where that comes from?
Carpe Diem. That seize the day.
Very good, Mr.
Meeks.
Meeks. Why does the writer use these lines?
Because he's in a hurry.
No. Ding! Thanks for playing anyway.
What an incredible way to make your students uncomfortable but
Not that
attentive,
you, are they?
and so out of the norm. Carpe Diem.
It's so funny because that would actually be me. Every time I hear something from somewhere, reading it or whatever in a song or especially from movies, I'll just I'll write them down, and then I have a couple of pages of just quotes and things just to look at them and be like, wow, yeah.
Just replace these numbers here with X and Y. Of course. She's practically engaged to Chet Danbury.
You guy could eat a football.
The guy could eat a football.
Can't forget her. Open her trig book and try to figure out problem 5. Just forget her, Cameron.
You heard me. Rip it out. Rip it out! Rip it out! Rip! Be gone, J. Evans Pritchard, Ph.D. Rip it out! Rip!
And the guy with the ruler.
Huddle up. Huddle up!
Damn.
Poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for. Powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse. What will your verse be?
Bro. Come on. What the heck? I remember it took me a few watches to really understand that. It's so true. It's so true. See,
Show me the heart unfettered by foolish dreams, and I'll show you a happy man.
But only in their dreams can men be truly free. 'Twas always thus, and always thus will be.
like every scene has such powerful like wisdom behind it.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Gentlemen, if dead poets were dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life, take turns reading from Thoreau, Whitman, Shelley, in a Greek organization, we were romantics. Spirits soared, women swooned, and gods were created, gentlemen. Not a bad way to spend an evening, eh?
Did he know what he was doing?
Right, that's the question.
Like, you don't speak like that. Words dripping out of our tongues like honey. You don't say stuff like that unless you want someone to be excited about what you're talking about.
It's possible that he knew what he was doing.
Come on, Docs, it'll help you get Chris.
Yeah?
How? Women swoon. Why do they swoon?
What if you just came and
Does he
listened?
not know how to read? I don't remember.
That's not how it works. Forget how it works.
No, I think he's just like really shy or like.
I went to the woods because I wanted to live deliberately. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life.
I'll second that.
Saw the Congo creeping through the black beast, cutting through the forest with a golden trap. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through the...
Stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. Just shots back.
Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. Because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all.
That's right.
Now, in addition to your essays, I would like you to compose a poem of your own, an original work. Mr. Anderson, don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you, you mole.
I would be terrified if my teacher called me out like that. Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna act.
Ah! Yes! I'm gonna do it! Whether my father wants me to or not. Carpe Diem!
Carpe diem, buddy.
We're gonna play if your father won't let you. Why don't you just call him and ask him, and maybe he'll say yes.
That's a laugh.
Yeah, but if he said no
Jesus,
before,
Todd, whose side are you on?
I mean, I haven't even gotten a part yet. Can I even enjoy the idea for a little while?
That's pretty sad. Yeah.
When I really think about some of my favorite like themes from movies,
Oh, to struggle against great odds, to meet enemies undaunted.
Sounds to me like you're daunted. Say it again like you're undaunted.
Oh, why I live to be the ruler of life, not a slave. Poem of new joys.
I found a typewriter a couple of weeks ago. The physical aspect of it, to see like the translation from the stroke to the paper, I don't know. The process of that is so unique and so interesting to me.
You must know what you want to write. It must make... honestly, I feel like you ought to be in a specific state of mind, and specific, like, knowing of what you want to do.
At the sweetness in her smile. Bright light shines from her eyes. But life is complete. Contentment is mine. Just knowing that she's alive.
Write that down.
Mr. Anderson thinks that everything inside of him is worthless and embarrassing.
Yo.
Oh, that's a mouse. Come on, louder.
Yo.
Oh, good God, boy, yell like a man.
There it is.
A crazy man.
Oh, you can do better than that. Free up your mind. Use your imagination. Say the first thing that pops into your head, even if it's total gibberish. Go on. Go on.
A sweaty tooth madman.
From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, it'll just cover your face as you wail and cry and scream.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Wow, yeah. A lot of people say like that this movie inspired a lot of people to become teachers, or like maybe change their perspective on the way that they, teach a class. And in reality is that like everybody has a story where they're like, I had this one teacher and they're like, they changed my life, or like they made me see something so differently. Like we all have that.
Yeah.
It really shows you how important teachers are.
Having an amazing teacher like him, holy crap. Like, these kids are so lucky, right? But obviously it's fiction. So, like, I get what you're saying when like some people watch this and be like, damn, I wish I had a teacher like that.
Yeah.
And it inspires them to want to become a teacher like that. It's beautiful. Actually pretty hard.
I've been crying, tumbling.
The most complicated part about that, the playing of the actual like air going into the saxophone.
Yeah.
'Cause the actual fingers, that's not that hard. It's like literally just the blowing and the continuous like air and like very what's it called? Continuous?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good, very good.
She's gonna hate me. All right. Carpe Diem. She's glad I called.
Glad?
Well, sure. Okay, great. I'll be there, Chris. Friday night at the Danbury. She was gonna call me. She invited me to a party with her.
At Chet Danbury's house.
We met her once, and already she's thinking about me. Damn it. It's gonna happen, guys. I feel it.
No grades at stake, gentlemen. Just take a stroll. There it is.
You notice everyone started off with their own stride, their own pace. Brought them up here to illustrate the point of conformity, the difficulty in maintaining your own beliefs in the face of others. You must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad.
It's, I mean,
Incredibly deep.
yeah, it goes again to what I say. Like, it's one of those movies that I don't say you should watch it because it's one of the greatest movies of all time. You should just watch it because I hope that you can connect the messages that are being told because they're so much bigger than just it's a movie.
Yeah. Something that people don't think about too often. And it's just
That's it.
That's it,
That's
yeah.
exactly it. The more I look at it, the more I realize like that. Oh my god, him and his head, man. Yeah, the more I look at it, and the more like I have tried to make changes like that to like sort of separate myself from this constant like connection with like our phones and everything like that. It's doable, but there's definitely a part that's like where it's almost necessary, and I'm like, why is it necessary? Like why like these established like businesses and for some work, you need to have that. It's like, why do you need to have that? It's so ingrained in like everything we do these days that like if you decide to do it, you're kind of almost putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
I like the fact that you use disadvantage and not like out of the norm.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm not writing that one down. That one's just a little too on the nose. I know you're drunk and all, but like that is so awkward just to sit down right there. Like,
is that the girl that that's Chris?
Yeah.
Know your carpes, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, I'm all for Carpe Diem, and you've done a normal job at getting to this point, but this is not Carpe Diem. This is
know your carpes, know your diems. All right.
Fill up your girl. What are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
You hurt him.
Good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Don't you guys miss having girls around here?
This week's issue of Welton Honor, there appeared a profane and unauthorized article. I'm asking any and all students who know anything about this article to make themselves known.
The timing.
Welton Academy. Hello. It's God. He says we should have girls at Welton.
I'm hearing rumors, John, about some unorthodox teaching methods in your classroom.
That was an exercise to prove a point. Dangers of conformity.
Well, John, the curriculum here said it's proven it works.
I always thought the idea of education was to learn to think for yourself.
At these boys' age, not on your life.
And that's where dreams go to die.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty lame stunt you pulled today.
What about Carpe Diem and sucking all the marrow out of life?
Sucking the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone. There's a time for daring, and there's a time for caution. And a wise man understands which is called for.
There you go. Like he said, know your carpes.
Yes, that's true.
What's for dinner? Johnny Meatballs!
Before you say anything, please let me.
Dare talk back to me. Oh, my niece is in a play with your son, says Mrs. Marks. No, I say, you must be mistaken. My son's not in a play. You made a liar out of me, Neil.
Some people just care so much about like their image and like about how they're perceived by everybody.
Yeah.
So they do all these things. They work really hard, which is
He's putting it all on himself, right? He's putting that whole guilt not on. I mean, the whole reason is not for, hey, this is for your own good. It's for, hey, it's my own good.
Yeah.
It's you're making me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone through all these sacrifices. What about your mom? And it's like,
yeah. Yeah, you said it.
I just talked to my father. He's making me quit the play at Henley Hall. He's planning the rest of my life for me, and he's never asked me what I want.
Have you ever told your father what you just told me? I know this sounds impossible, but you have to talk to him. You have to show him who you are, what your heart is.
Just tell me to put it out of my mind for my own good.
You show him that, and if he still doesn't believe you, well, by then you'll be out of school and you can do anything you want.
I'm trapped.
No, you're not.
such a tough situation because,
yeah,
especially even as a teacher, you have a student that's precious to you coming up to you, and obviously if they're coming up to you to speak to you in such a time, then like you're lucky that a student has found themselves is so vulnerable that they are like, you know, speaking to you about things that concern them so much.
Yeah.
Hair and skin of gold. To touch her would be paradise.
What'd she say?
Nothing.
Nothing? What do you mean, nothing?
No. But I did it.
Yeah. There you go.
I like that.
Do it for you, man.
Yeah.
Did you talk to your father?
He didn't like it one bit. But at least he's letting me stay in the play.
Chris. Chris, you can't.
This guy.
But you were both gonna be in big trouble. Come on.
Knox, you have got to stop this stuff.
I can't, Chris. I love you.
Knox, you say that over and over. Knox, if it just so happens that I could care less about you, I have to go. I'm going to be late for the play.
Then come with me.
Knox, you are so infuriating.
Come on, Chris. Just give me one chance. Come with me tonight, and then if you don't want to see me again, I swear I'll bow out.
You know what would happen if Chet found out? And I suppose you would promise that this would be the end of it.
Dead Poet's Honor.
Go to place.
And a gossip's bowl in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drink,
such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid.
Interesting. Okay. All right. So, poetry. Go to plays. Show up randomly at
in
school.
Yes, and
Yeah.
read in front of the classroom.
Oh yeah, read in front of. Get punched by boyfriend as well. Sorry, you gotta write that one down. That's actually like priority.
Priority number one.
And Robin shall restore amends.
Neil, you have the gift. What a performance. You left even me speechless.
You have to stay in the car. Keating, you stay away from my son. Tomorrow I'm withdrawing you from Welton and enrolling you in Brayton Military School. You have opportunities that I never even dreamt of, and I am not going to let you waste them.
I've got to tell you what I feel.
What?
I've been so worried
What?
about-
Tell me what you feel. Is it more of this acting business? Because you can forget that. That sound. Neil? Neil?
I'll look outside.
Son! My son, my poor son!
He's all right, 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 he's all right.
Stop it!
still stand by what I said earlier, though, about
score.
Well, yeah, that. But no, there's a reason why I recommend this movie.
Yeah.
Even in this moment, even with this, I know the scene's here. I know it's there. Every time I recommend it, it's like the biggest scene that pops in my head. There's a reason why.
It's like this feeling of uneasiness, you know? It's like,
yeah.
But it's normal to feel this way when you're watching this type of movie.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Because of everything that you've connected, like the way you've connected with this character, the way you know what he's going through, and like you kind of just put yourself in this character. Oh my God, he has aspirations. He wants to be an actor, but his parents are just, they're so restrictive, and then push him to like a brink.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's tough.
I intend to conduct a thorough inquiry into this matter.
What inquiry?
Cameron's at Fink. He's in Nolan's office right now, thinking. About what? Do you think for one moment they're gonna let this thing just blow over? Schools go down because of things like this. You told Nolan everything about the club is what I'm talking about.
Look, in case you hadn't heard, Dalton, there's something called an honor code at this school, all right? They're not after us. We're the victims.
Who are they after?
Well, Mr. Keating, of course, the captain himself.
Keating responsible for Neil? Is that what they're saying?
Well, who else do you think, dumbass? If it wasn't for Mr. Keating, Neil would be cozied up in his room right now, studying his chemistry and dreaming of being called That doctor. is not true, Cameron. You know that. Then Neil loved acting. Believe what you want, but I say let...
This whole scene is a perfect sort of like full circle of everything he was teaching them.
Yeah.
He speaks up. Cameron's conforming again. He's not thinking for himself.
Yeah.
You know?
I have here a detailed description of what occurred at your meetings. It describes how Mr. Keating, both in and out of the classroom, encouraged Neil Perry to follow this obsession with acting. Mr. Keating's blatant abuse of his position as teacher that led directly to Neil Perry's death.
Oh my God.
Mr. Anderson. I can't hear you, Mr. Anderson.
In the picture?
He lost his voice now. His guidance.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I came for my personals.
That page has been ripped out, sir.
We'll borrow somebody else's book.
They're all ripped out, sir.
What do you mean they're all ripped out?
Understanding Poetry by Dr. J. Evans Pritchard, Ph.D. To fully understand
They made everybody
Quiet, Mr.
sign
Anderson.
You gotta believe me, it's true.
I do believe you, Tom.
Leave, Mr. Keating.
Captain, my captain.
What?
Sit
Damn
down,
right.
Mr. Anderson.
Damn right. Shit, Alan spell. Oh shit. It's not a desk, okay?
You hear me?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Oh,
Miss Nova Street, I
Captain.
warn you.
My
Sit
captain.
down. All of them. Down. I want you seated.
Thank you.
Bro, what a movie. Like, come on. This movie, I'll say it one more time and say it all throughout the video. If you've never seen this movie, you should watch it. I say it to everybody who recommends or wants a recommendation for a movie. Always.
You're a different person before you watch it. You're a different person after you watch it.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's like there's so many few movies that can do that for you. And it's not even like in it's not even in like a oh my God, I want to do something kind of way. It's like in a hey, it's okay. You know, like do what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a reassurance.
Yeah,
know?
it's a reassurance.
It's like live your life, you know? Just do what you think is right, you know? You'll come to the right answer. So that's going to do it for us today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new.